James Gray, the host of Drama with the Deranged. I am very excited for today's in-depth look at the boundaries of science. Now, does the name Frankenstein ring a bell? Great, because today we will be talking with Dr. Victor Frankenstein, the creature, Mr. Robert Walton, and Miss Elizabeth Frankenstein. Now let's get started. Please prepare yourself. This will be juicy. Viewer discretion is advised. Now let's get started. Our first guest today will be Dr. Victor Frankenstein. Thank you for being here today. I don't want to waste any time, so let's get started. Would you consider yourself equal to God?
Well, that's a tough question. Can any mortal be equal to an entity such as God? If it is possible, I believe I would embody it. I am the only being, other than God, of course, that created me. It has caused me great torture. Is God as wretched as I? Did Adam foresee God to such a degree as my creation is?
Such an interesting response, Dr. Frankenstein. Now, could you rate for us the difficulty of creating a man?
Well, it was off the charts, unimaginable. I'm 99, I don't want to. It rendered me a shell of my once anxious self.
That breaks my heart to hear. One last question. Describe your emotions when the creature first knew life.
Well, at first, I relished in the glory of reaching my goal. But then, I saw his face. Looking into his eyes for the first time, as if Lucifer himself was in my laboratory. I was in a horror-stricken trance when it reached out to me. I could not wish this deplorable anguish on any man. Words could not convey the horror I felt.
Thank you so much, Victor. I am sorry to hear that such a beautiful goal became a nightmarish reality. Now, I must warn you for what you are about to see. If you are faint of heart, please exit the studio. I now invite the creature to speak with me. Welcome to Drama with the Deranged. Now, tell us about your first joy and your first heartbreak.
To think of my first joy, oh how I was so naive. I can remember the first moment I heard the music of old Mr. DeLacy. I had never known beauty through sound. The melody paired with the scene of a loving family was overwhelmingly joyful to me. And to think that joy would lead to my heartbreak. Oh how Felix despised me. I could never forget it. People I knew to be accepting and kind turned from me in disgust. If they could not love myself, how could I love anyone?
Wow, that sure is hard to swallow. Now, if you could go back to the day that you murdered young, innocent Wilbur, would you do anything different?
Oh, I do wish that that poor soul was not thrown in the middle of my Creator and I's mess. But could Victor have ever understood my feelings if he himself did not know them? It was the only way that Victor could have understood the absolute misery that swallowed me whole. It was not fun, nor was it pleasant, but I would do nothing different.
This is very eye-opening. Thank you. My last question. At what point did you know that Elizabeth had to be killed?
The minute I saw my Creator destroy my only chance of companionship, I could not let him have what he refused to give me. I knew that if I had the ability to complete my revenge on him, that I had to take it.
You, sir, are very controversial. Thank you for your time, and please, stay away from my family. that was hard to watch for many of you. And I'm sure that there are many conflicting emotions in the audience right now. To help us get on the same page, Mr. Robert Walton is going to speak with us next.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, of course.
It's an honor to be here. I've always wanted to meet you. This is crazy.
That's wonderful. Okay. You had always wished for a friend. Did you find that in Victor?
I absolutely did. He was a better friend than I could ever hope for. He did not let society decide his limits, just as I didn't. He is a more accomplished version of myself.
Okay, so you speak very highly of Victor. So describe to us your reaction to the monster after you learned everything from Victor.
I was disgusted by his appearance, yet he spoke so eloquently and seemed so genuine. I felt that he did regret his actions, but how could someone so wretched?
Now I saved the most difficult question for last. Who is responsible for the deaths of these innocent people?
Next question?
There is no next question, and I understand it is a hard question, but we need your answer.
No way! That's crazy! Oh my gosh!
If Walton himself can't decide who is responsible, can we? Now, our last guest for today, we are going to be talking to Miss Elizabeth.
Oh, wait, is she like okay?
Is this a legal thing?
Thank you for being here today. So, can you talk to me about what you saw in Victor that compelled you to wait for it? Camera shy, I guess. So, the night of your wedding, which is supposed to be a very beautiful night, you saw the creatures in your room. Tell us your thoughts. I think she needs to go.
Is she alive?
Am I on to see this?
I feel like this is really bad.
Should this be on TV?
I think
Now this has been a crazy episode of Drama with the Deranged. Now make sure you stay tuned here on TLC, because next up is Deformed Dating, and the creature himself will be talking with possible bachelorettes. And next week on Drama with the Deranged, we are going to be talking to, please, drum roll, Mr. Jekyll, or Mr. Hyde. We are going to be diving into the depths of good versus evil. Make sure to join us next week. Thank you.